Hello, my friends. Welcome to Mindful Journaling. I have something a little bit different for you today. I thought I'd go ahead and collage through today's prompt. And before we get into that, I want to explain to you what I have here and what I'm doing. So my friend Solae at Solae and Craft sent me a swap and glue a long time ago, and it got put under like a pile of papers. And when I was redoing my craft room, I found it. And I was like, oh my goodness, I never did a collage with these pieces that she sent me in swap and glue. So I thought I would go ahead and try to use at least some of them in my collage today. And Soleil, if you're watching, I want to apologize for not doing my swap and glue collage, and I want to thank you for sending me a package. I cut open the envelope that Soleil mailed the images to me in, and I'm going to use that as the base for my collage. And when I'm finished with it, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the journal that we've been working on or in for the mindful journaling. So I want to share with you today's prompt. It is this week, practice mindful driving. Turn off the radio and your phone. Pay attention to all of your actions. Be mindful of how easy it is to travel from point A to point B. What do you notice? In case you're new here, I want to mention to you that mindfulness is something that I'm working on this year, and that's why I'm doing a video each week on mindful journaling. It's something I know that I spend a lot of time in the future. I try not to spend much time in the past, but I do spend a lot of time in the future, and I want to be more present. So that's why I've been working on this. I put the prompts in my videos in the description box, and I also put them on my community tab. So if you wanted to work on this practice as well, you can always go to my community tab and check out what the prompts are. You can do this privately or you can do a video. If you do a video, just tag me because I don't want to miss it. The format this week is different, and I hope I don't have a difficult time expressing it. I think what I'll do is while I'm working on the collage, I can read what I wrote in the journal, and I may pause the reading to explain maybe why I'm putting a certain image down. And maybe that's the best way to go about this. So let's start with the image actually. I am covering the base piece with an image of trees and a road. I am using a vintage magazine page and a glue stick to do that. I chose this image because it does have a road, and our prompt this week is about driving. I went through a magazine and I picked out some additional images, even though I'm going to use a lot of them that Soleil gave me. I also had to find some that were appropriate to the prompt. Now, if you're wondering how I cut that car out so quickly, it's because I have the video in double speed. So it's quite helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and start reading what I wrote for our mindful driving prompt. When I turn off the radio and phone, my stress level goes down immediately. I'm more relaxed. Even if the people around me are driving crazy, it does not bother me. I stay calm. I also find this is a good opportunity for my brain to have some peace and quiet. Now I'm going to pause there for just a second and explain to you what I'm putting on the image here. So this is a man and he's in a hammock. So we're going to pretend that that's me and I'm in a hammock because it's a very relaxing place to be. So when I'm driving and I've got the phone off, I've got the radio off, I am so much more relaxed. And I like that. And I actually I didn't only do it this week, but I do that frequently. I'm going to go back to reading now. I also find this is a good opportunity for my brain to have some peace and quiet and process past information. So if I'm in my car, it's because I'm either going somewhere or I'm coming home from somewhere. And frequently, when I'm out and about, I get overstimulated. So that's usually when I will turn the radio off in my car. And just having that peace and quiet gives my brain a chance to sort of download, to process everything that it's just experienced. And you'll see here that I've added the words supercharged brain to the bottom of this image. And you guys have heard me talk about it, and that's how I feel a lot of times. So let's get back to reading. I try to allow myself that time because I'm so active and I really need that downtime. By allowing that, I give my brain time to come up with fresh and new ideas. So let's get back to our collage. So I added a picture of a man, and I'll get close up so that you can see it. And he just looks kind of wild and crazy, and he's hanging out of the car. Well, that would be like maybe somebody who's driving on the road. This represents somebody who's driving on the road and they're driving maybe a little crazy. And I'm over there in the hammock, and just relaxing. And that's what I'm trying to express in this collage is instead of me being jacked up along with everybody else that's careening down the highway, I'm relaxed. I'm allowing my brain time to you know just process. And I'm aware, definitely when I don't have the distraction of music or whatever, I'm definitely more aware of my driving. I do feel like it's easier to get from point A to point B because I'm more relaxed. Okay, so let's talk about this collage. So I've just added some flowers underneath the hammock. I added this pear with these little white things around it. It kind of looks like a light bulb. Well, that's my brain being active and coming up with the new and fresh ideas. I'm cutting now a little bit of, well, it's like a green seedling. And that represents just the freshness of our brain when we give it the downtime that it needs. And you guys know, you've heard me talk about having ADHD, and I do. And so the car is the perfect place to turn everything off because I'm isolated. I usually am going somewhere by myself, not always, but frequently. So I'm isolated, which is really, really good for me. Friends, let me know if you ever drive around in complete silence in your car and if you do that for a specific purpose. I appreciate you spending some time here with me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing me put my collage together and how it's a meaningful collage. I am putting a pocket in my journal. I'm going to go ahead and slide my writing in there and also my collage. Thanks for watching. See you soon.